connected.
Well, good evening, everybody. Today I'm going to be doing a install of the Batzen screen risers for the Africa Twin. The stock windshield is a little bit too low for me, so I thought I'd get some screen risers, and I was looking around and found this Wolfgang Roth in Germany, and he's got a it's called Batzen screen riser. I think it's going to be great. I'll show you the product, and we'll do an install on the Africa Twin and see how it turns out. But I've looked around on the internet and trying to think of different options, and I decided to go with this and stay with the stock screen instead of getting a taller shield, because this way I'll be able to lower the screen and raise the screen. So I think it will be a lot better option. I can actually adjust it to where I want it, to my comfortable level. So we'll take a look at it here, see what comes with it, and then we'll get it installed. Okay, right here's what comes with it. We have the lower bracket that goes on the lower part of the screen, and we have the upper bracket. It comes with 4 of these bolts. These are the adjuster bolts right here that they have like a T-nut to go in these slots for the adjustment. And you can see here on this bolt, your screen is actually going to go between this plastic washer and this rubber washer. Right here you can see this is the bolt, and what we got is the T-nut that will go in the slot, and then our windshield is going to go actually between, you can hold up here, it's going to go between this rubber washer here and this plastic washer is where your screen will actually sit to protect it. Also comes with an extra one of these little grommets that goes in your bike in case you lose one of them down inside there, because I'll show you when you take the screen off, you want to be real careful or them will fall down inside the bike and hard to get out. Comes with mounting bolts here to mount these to the bike where your existing bolts are that you'll be removing off the screen, and a couple plastic washers for the bottom. So this is the card that he sends with it, and Wolfgang Roth, you can actually see his email address right there. Now, he don't sell to any other businesses or stores or anything, so if you do want to order these, you will need to email him at that email address. And super to work with, it was easy. The shipping was pretty fast, and the price wasn't bad. So I will post a link below also of this email address where you can contact him. Just give him an email, and he'll be a super nice guy. He'll be glad to get some shipped out to you. Alright, the first thing we're going to do is remove the 4 bolts holding the stock windshield on. We used a 5mm Allen wrench, and what you want to do with these is be very careful. Loosen these up, and when you take these out, do not push in on the bolts, because that little grommet I was telling you about, you will push it to the inside and behind this housing, it'll pop inside there and you'll lose it, and it falls down in here, and it's extremely hard to get out. You have to take the side panel off and everything to get it out of there. So just don't push in on these bolts. He supplied new bolts to use with it, so we'll remove both bottom ones first. Okay, now we will remove the top bolts. These ain't so big a deal. You don't have to worry about pushing in on them so bad. No need to do it, but it's not a big deal. Hold on to your windshield when you take this one off so it doesn't fall off. And the reason I wanted to use the stock screen is because I believe it's sturdier than the aftermarket. You can see how it has this rolled bead around here, rounded bead, to give it strength so it don't vibrate and shake a lot. I see a lot of them that they complain about how they flex a lot. This one's a lot more solid, so I thought I'd just stay with the stock screen. Okay, remove this. Okay, I would advise, like I did here, I laid some microfiber cloths down here to lay it on so I don't scratch my screen up on the workbench. Don't want to scratch it up, so we do that. First thing we're going to do here is take these bolts apart. Put the top bracket on first. And what we're going to do here is we'll stick the bolt through here, and then the washer, the plastic washer, will go on this side right here. So we'll set that one in there. Put this on and set this T. This is like a T-nut is what it basically is. And thread it on right here. Do the same on the other side. Put this in. And what I want to do is scoot these all the way down and snug them up good. If we scoot them all the way down, we'll be able to access the bolts to mount this on. We can adjust it where we want after we get on there, but for now, we'll scoot it in the, which will be actually the windshield in the highest position. Snug that up good. And we'll do the same on the bottom one. Get that one started. Same way we did on the top. The rubber washer goes on the back side here, and then your plastic washer goes on this side here. I'll do the same way. Set this in the highest position and snug the bolts down. Like so. Now we're ready to stick it on the bike. Alright, what we're going to do here is set this in place, and we'll use the longer bolts on the bottom. We're going to set the washer between, we'll put this spacer, actually it's not a washer, spacer between the metal bracket and your grommet here. Be very careful when you thread this in there to not push that grommet to the inside. Just lightly thread it in until you get it started. Same way on this side. Put the spacer behind. Okay, the Allen wrench we'll be using for this is a 3mm. Good thing is he does give you an extra one of those grommets in case you do push one to the inside. You don't have to take it apart. You can leave it inside there and put the extra grommet that he sent with it. You can put it on. Going to have an Africa Twin. It wouldn't hurt to have a couple extra of them if you're going to take this apart once in a while. Snug this down. Then on the top brackets, we're going to use the short bolts that he supplied and put in there. There won't be no spacer behind this top one, just bolts. Same 3mm Allen wrench. Go around here and make sure I tighten them all evenly. Okay, now we got it totally installed. So the way we adjust it is we just loosen these up a little bit. Don't have to back them out that far. And slide our screen down. You can see what this thing's going to do is you're going to be with this mounted on here because of the way it has to bolt the brackets. You can see these holes here versus where these holes are. So your stock screen is about 1 inch higher than factory with it at its lowest point. And then you can raise it all the way up like this, adjust it wherever you want. Just tighten the 4 nuts down. If it's not in the right spot, you can stop beside the road and crank it up or down a little bit just to set it where it's comfortable for you and the wind is going over the top of your helmet. So I think it's going to be great for the Africa Twin. And the brackets and all the hardware that he sends with it looks like really high quality stuff. It's not, it's really well made, easy to use. I bought this thing from him, and I'm not sure of the price, but I believe it was about $100, maybe a little over. I can't remember the exact price. I'll have to look, but it's around $100 for these brackets. Okay, what this thing is all the way up. You're 3 3/4 taller than stock. When you're all the way in the low position, you're 1 inch taller than stock. So it might actually be, it'll probably be a huge difference just with it mounted in the lowest point. I'm gonna set it up just about midway and try it out on my ride into work tomorrow and see how it does. And one thing about it, I notice, it's extremely solid. I mean, it is about as solid as stock. There's no real give, so it's not going to be shaking and vibrating around a lot. It actually fits good. The nuts here, plastic nuts, tighten up real good. So it also, one nice feature is you'll be able to remove the windshield a whole lot easier. Remove this windshield to clean the back side of the windshield. You know how if you have an Africa Twin, how hard it is to get in these places to clean the windshield. This will make it a whole lot easier to remove the windshield, to clean it or to clean in here or do anything to it. And you can also, you don't have to have the stock windshield. You can use these brackets with any windshield because it has, as long as it has the same mounting points as this one, as the stock, you'll be able to use it with these Batzen screen risers. Alright, thank you all for watching. That was the install of the Batzen screen risers. I'll put the link below to his email, and you can email him and he'll give you a quote to what it's going to cost to ship it to you. So I think it's going to be a really great value for what you're getting, and easy to install. You got the video right here showing you how to do it. So I appreciate you all watching Woodzman Adventures. Please click the thumbs up on this video and all the videos. Please do that. And also click the subscribe button if you're not a subscriber for lots more Africa Twin and outdoor adventure videos that I'll be coming up with. And I'll catch y'all on the next video.